Oh, the camera's off. What is going on here? The camera's off. What is this? There we go. Here we are. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? How are you this evening? Obviously, a big game for Derby County. Obviously, a draw, a big draw as well. One which I'm definitely happy with. Let me tell you that I'm happy with that draw. I'm not going to complain about it. I think we probably could have got 3 points out of the game. Obviously, those of you that are in the stream, I am just uploading the matchday vlog for the Derby Digest channel. So, obviously, let me know your thoughts and stuff like that down in the comments. We do have a 12-hour stream coming at 3,000 subscribers. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button on this channel. Obviously, let me know your thoughts down in the comments as well. But it's an interesting one. It's an interesting evening, an interesting afternoon. We are going to get the TikTok live up and running as well. So just give me 1 second. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And then we can get the matchday vlog all set and flying. We can get the matchday vlog all set and flying. Here we go. Well, it is an interesting one. It's an interesting evening, isn't it? It's an interesting evening here as Derby County fans. A big draw. Wasn't a big victory, was it? But it was a decent draw. It's not something that I'm going to complain too much about. I'm going to be completely honest. I think the draw is definitely one which we needed. I'm not going to beat around the bush and say that it was anything spectacular, but it was certainly a much needed draw. So just give me 1 second while I pop up the post-match live on TikTok as well. Here we go. If you're in the chat, feel free to give your comments. But what a draw. Obviously not a victory, but what a point to get on the board, by the way, because I know some people will look at the draw and be disappointed and upset and angry and all those sorts of things, and I do completely understand that. With obviously Derby County in a little bit of a rut when it comes to form, I think we can all agree on that as well. I do think we've been very poor recently, but I think tonight was a step in the right direction, sort of a step of what we needed to do, really. But it's one of those things. We've rescued a late draw, but is it 2 points dropped? Maybe. I don't know. I find myself in a weird position with this game because I feel like it is 2 points dropped, and I think people will agree with that as well. But I also understand the argument for saying that it's also a point gained for the situation that we're in, if I'm completely honest. But I don't know. It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. Obviously, you can drop your thoughts down in the comments if you are in the chat. Obviously, let me know how you feel about that win, draw, defeat, however it feels to you. Let me know, because it is a difficult one to really put a finger on, I think. I do think it's a difficult one to put a finger on here, if I'm honest, because yes, Millwall are third, Derby on. Bottle jobs? Who's the bottle jobs? I'm unsure who you're calling bottle jobs, to be fair. We went behind. Millwall fans are the worst I've seen at Pro Pot for a while, saying they're third. I don't necessarily disagree. They only really have one chant, don't they, to be fair? But whatever makes them happy at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? I don't actually think Millwall were that good for saying they're supposed to be third. I don't think they were that good at all, to be honest. Gonna watch Forest in Europe? No, bro. I will not be watching Forest in Europe. It's certainly not proper footy watching them scummers down the road, let me tell you. Certainly not proper footy. The only footy I'll be watching is the Championship. Did I go? Yes, bro. I did go, yes. I went, I was there, I was at the game. It was, I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about it, to be honest. I'm a bit up and down about the performance because I think it could have been a lot better. But ultimately, I think it was probably a really good away performance. You know what that means, don't you, Asher? You do know what that means. See you later, sunshine. Bye, Asher. We don't be talking about that, especially when some of my family were mates with the kids. So we won't be getting into that. Thank you very much. I did get it right. I did predict. A 1-1, but we should have won the game. First half them, second half us. I don't even think that, to be honest, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Brewster had a great opportunity late on, which he should have scored. Have you binned off Derby Digest? No, I've not binned it off. All my videos are going over there, but I'm going to keep my live streams over here, just so it doesn't impact the videos. But the Derby Digest haven't been binned off, not at all. I'm still posting there every day. I'm literally just uploading my matchday vlog over there as well. Lewis, you said Matt Clark would score as well. Yeah, I just had a feeling. When Joe Ward's on set pieces, how in the world did we draw, to be honest? If only Coops could do it in our own goal. Do you know something? Derby should have won that game, I think. I know people disagree and stuff, but I think Derby should have won that game. Well done, Derby. Keeps us 4 points clear of third. As long as you're happy. Ref was appalling. He was. Thoughts on the match? Interesting one. If Brewster could stay fit, it'd make an awful difference. So directing quick on the ball. Completely agree. Can't finish. Should have been 2-0 up with the first 60. Yeah, we probably should have, to be fair. Brewster should have scored. What? The long distance shot? Yeah, I thought it was a really good opportunity. Maybe from my angle it was a bit different. Fair play, you got it bang on. I did, bro. I did get it bang on. Matt Clark scored in both goals. So, did it count as a Matt Clark goal? Millwall fans, any good? Only took 900. Was it even 900? I'll be honest, it didn't. It didn't seem like 900. I'm not gonna lie. It seemed more like 600, to be fair. In my personal opinion, and I think even 600 is a push. To be fair, 800 they bought. Gonna have to try bringing a winger in Jan. Yeah, we are 100%. Just give me 1 sec, chat. Been saying it for weeks. Our defence was so strong when we introduced Longas, but it's been getting worse and worse. I don't trust Sanderson at the moment. I don't know why. It did count as an own goal. Oh, that's unlucky. The Weimann chance was appalling, even if it was onside. It didn't. Yeah, he should have at least put it on target. Didn't catch the game. How would you sum up the performance? Certainly not a classic. It wasn't a great performance from either side, to be fair. I think Millwall literally came for a point, and if they could snatch something on the break, then they would have done. But it was a difficult game. How you doing, Edits, bro? The limbs at the end were mad. Well, at least we got something out of the game. That's what I have to say. Most likely was 600. A lot of our lot buy tickets for the loyalty points. Fair enough. Millwall should have won. I don't know if I agree with that, to be honest. What happened to the Derby Digest? Nothing, bro. That's where the matchday vlog will be going. I'm just gonna turn this into my live channel until that's earning money, because obviously the live streams and stuff, they're what take up the most of my time, if that makes sense. So I need to make sure that I'm earning, if that makes sense. Appreciate the follows, everybody. Appreciate that. What was the score? Ended up 1-1. I do think it was a fair result. Langas and Clark are out of form too, but you're right. Sanderson is back to being dog shit. Yeah. I don't think Langas and Clark have been great. But I think with Sanderson, it's difficult. Millwall deserved that. Derby was shite. Both teams were shite, to be fair. We need to start Blackett Taylor instead of Brereton. I think we need to start Brewster, to be honest. Millwall won't stay third, nearly as crap as... Yeah, Millwall won't be third by the end of the season. I'd put money on Millwall dropping like a stone in the second half of the year. I'm not going to lie. I'm just sorting out the vlog. Hang on. Ajimang needs to be used out wide. I completely agree. Second half we were better. I agree. Diaz had an alright game. Diaz wasn't horrific. It wasn't his worst game. Let's put it that way. It wasn't his worst game. We have 14 players out injured. That's what hurt us. We've got practically all of our best players are out injured. So I wouldn't really talk too much about injuries, to be fair, bro. Because we're all in the same boat when it comes to that. Taylor looks good, to be fair. Loads of players look good. It's just whether they can put a run of form together consistently. We need someone to take over from We need someone to take over from Morris's mantle, really, don't we? Sanderson looks nervous on the ball. I don't disagree. CBT was all right when he came on, made a good run. To be honest, can't complain about BBD because he didn't touch the ball. Yeah, exactly. Diaz was on holiday. He didn't have his best game, but he didn't have his worst game. Let's put it that way. The last attack scared me. I'm never scared. Never scared. I'm trying to be optimistic for the next fixtures, though. I fancy us to get something out of them. Yeah, I think I said in the pre-match today that if we get 4 points out of Millwall and Chef Wed, I'll be happy. And that does obviously mean winning against Chef Wed on, is it Monday night? I think it is. So Monday is a must win. Yeah, I agree. 100%. 100 million %. The Derby Digest. Here we go. Where's the Millwall now? Who knows? I know there's a couple of them in the Discord. There is. They've won one game all season. This is Derby, so I wouldn't say anything about that, to be honest. This is where I need to go on to mine. Take a draw based on how we play in the first. I'd take a draw in general, to be fair. I'd have took a draw before the game, so I'm happy with the result. Let's put it that way. I am happy with the result. Let me just find the channel so I can sort out videos. 6-1. Well, got the one right. Yeah, exactly. Brewster to start on Monday, written in the stars. I hope so. I do hope so, because I really like Ryan Brewster. If he can stay fit, I think we'll be unreal. But that's his issue. He can't stay fit at the minute, unfortunately. Which, to be fair, is part of the reason why they got rid of him at Sheffield United. It is. Millwall couldn't even fill out an away end. Have they ever filled out our away end, to be fair? What was the score? It was 1-1, bro. It was 1-1. Really good result, good, poor performance. I don't think the result was good, to be fair. I'll take the result, but I don't think the result was anything special, to be fair. It's not something I'm necessarily delighted with, but I'll take it. Obviously, I'll take it. It's obviously does the job, done it? It does the job. Good result, but Matt Clark needs to sort his head out. Yeah, he needs to actually head it into the other net instead of our net, and then we'll feel much better about ourselves, because we'd be sat here talking about a victory right now, wouldn't we? Who would still be there at Sheffield United if Wilder did? Yeah, I completely agree on that, to be fair. I completely agree on that. What day are we on? It's the 10th of December. Fucking hell, it's the 10th of December. We're 15 days away from Christmas, guys. We are 15 days away from Christmas. We're cooked. We are cooked. What time should the match day vlog go out? Should I drop it at 11? Drop it at 11. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Tomo and Bobby Clark in midfield at a level. Lovely. Do you know something? I'll tell you something. Liam Thompson is a better midfielder than Ibu Adams. I tell you that now. He is a better midfielder than Ibu Adams. That is I have no doubts in my mind. And I tell you something. There's many different things that you could say about that game, but for me, Bobby Clark should take the biscuit, because Bobby Clark was unreal today. I'll take that point, but one of them games could have said, yeah, I agree. Win on Monday and we'll be on 30 points. Yes, we will. Wanted you like in the FA Cup. I wanted Man United. That's who I wanted, I'm not going to lie. I wanted Man United. But that's football. That is football. Let me just sort this out. Was you not at the game? Yes, I was at the game. I was at the game. I was at the game. I was. Give us Bobby Clark on a permanent jar. I'll be a happy man. Yeah, agreed. Adams as a sub to bring on is really nice because of his efforts, but I don't feel confident with him even coming on, to be honest. As soon as he came on, I was baffled. Appreciate the follow, Will, bro. Better than a loss? Yeah, you're not wrong. Sad draw. Ebru, Jackson, the CBT, maybe Nelson go in January. I think Nelson is a definite to go, if I'm honest. I can't see a way that Nelson stays, if I'm completely honest. I just don't think... I don't think there's anything for him here, if that makes sense. But we'll wait and see. The ref was unbelievable. Although I don't see him getting into Salzburg. He won't get into Salzburg's team. It is one of those players who I think has quality, but I don't think he's necessarily that level of player right now. He needs a bit of work for me. Would help if I'm talking about to you lot about getting this match day vlog done, and I've not even made the thumbnail yet. We're a bit cooked. Here we go then. Will we have? That's a great question, actually. That is a great question. I think Travis will be back in training next week, but Ozo is a couple of weeks away still. Thoughts on Sanderson? He's been a bit iffy. We paid 7 million for Adjumang, so maybe we could afford. I hope we can afford, and I'm not gonna lie. I hope we can, because if we can afford him, that'd be. I'd love to get. I'd love to get Thingy permanently. What score? It was 1-1. Phone died at half time. I couldn't really see about the game till now. Well, I'm just sorting out the match day vlog. It's gonna drop at 11. It is. It is gonna drop at 11. Let me chuck that in there. Grids. Lord help me. Can't wait for Chef Wednesday. When we get them back. Yeah, it will be. Tom had a great game. Yes, he did. Monday will be a good game. 2 own goals, but I would take it. I'd rather it have been 1 own goal and we win, but can't complain, can you? We'll let the best player run. We're going to end up letting Barry Banham run the show, aren't we? That's what's going to happen on Monday. Bobby Clark will be a good investment. I agree. Notice both own goals. Yeah, they will. Ozo Bat will be massive. Hope Travis doesn't return anytime soon. Offers nothing. Do you know something? I think people are very harsh on Travis. I don't actually think Travis was that bad when he played. I don't think he was that bad at all. I think a lot of people are very, very harsh. Why is it Monday? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Personally, I'd sign a left-back as a priority over a winger. I really want us to go out and get Harry Amass. That's what I want. I want Harry Amass from Chef Wed. He's on loan from Man United. I'd be really happy with that. I'd be incredibly happy with that. Give Travis time. He needs more time to settle in. I don't even think he needs time to settle in. I just think that he came in and started literally straight away, and he hadn't really played for Blackburn. It was a bit difficult. Blackburn fans thought it was great. Yeah, we haven't. When Johnson was back end of the month, I think. I'm not really fussed about Johnson over Ward, to be quite honest. I want to sign the lad who played for Brentford in the Championship on the wing. I know about Sergi Canos. I'd take Sergi Canos. I don't think we will, though. I don't think he will. How do you spell equaliser? There we go. It's alright. I don't need your chat. I can spell. I've not got dyslexia. Bobby Clark, midfield masterclass. Yeah, Bobby Clark was nuts. Gives the ball away, trots around swinging legs, half-arsed. Didn't look great. I don't think he was fit. My point on Travis is I don't think he was fit, unfortunately, which was why it made it look, which is what made him look bad, if that makes sense. Whereas now I think, when he comes back, I think he'll be better because I think he'll actually be fit. Johnson's going to struggle to get back in the team. I don't disagree, but you've got to think he's got what's it called? He's got a World Cup to try and get into the squad for, so he's going to want to be in that team. And we haven't paid 4 million or whatever it is for him to sit on the bench. Let me just tell you that now. We haven't paid 4 million for him to sit on the bench. So whatever you think about Max Johnston, Thompson over Bobby Clark. No. Thompson over Ebel Adams, Bobby Clark in. Why does he not start? He's meant to be captain. Who? I think I've missed the chat. Got to drop BBD, Vyman and Sanderson. Yeah, I don't disagree. I was right near the away end. What was that? Oh, moo. Moo. That's what they do. Adam. Yeah, Adams got dropped anyway today, didn't he? So, I'm not surprised. Adams is a bit of a stinker. I'm not a big fan of Adams, as I'm sure many of you can acknowledge. If you've watched any of my content over the course of the last year or so, you'll know. I like Johnston, but you can't take Ward out. I have a feeling that when Johnston's back, Ward will play further forward. Adjiman, what weighs to 7 mil. Trampoline foot. Why do our fans always expect more than the reality? 2, 3. I don't expect us to challenge, not in the slightest. I don't expect us to challenge at all. Do you reckon we'll finish in the playoffs? I'm a Millwall fan. No. I think you'll drop like a stone in the second half of the season. I don't think you were that good at all. Like, I'm not sort of being horrible. I don't think Millwall were great. Carlton Morris due back early Jan, according to Footmob, will be backfiring. If he's back in Jan, that's nuts. If he's back in Jan, I'll absolutely take that. I will. I still need to edit the TikTok. I'm just staying alive until we are really missing Morris. Yeah, I completely agree. 100 million%. Carlton Morris is a bigger miss than people realise. Carlton Morris is a nuts player. I didn't truly understand how good he was until like this season. Like, I think he's brilliant. Millwall have played more players than any other championship team. We're ravaged with injuries. So are we, to be fair. All our best players are injured. That's Brewster's first game back in the last month. Our top scorers are injured. Our best midfielder, David Ozo's out injured. Travis, our captain, is out injured. Who else is injured? Corey Blackett-Taylor's just came back from injury. Everyone's got injuries. You say Nelson gone in Jan, add Cade and Jack. Yeah, I think Jackson will go. Adjimanga's done well, just needs to calm down. Touch isn't great, but he's very... Yeah, I love how direct he is, but it's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult. I love him being direct, but when he's not direct, he shouldn't even be on the pitch. He's a waste of space. How you doing, Walcott? We let Mendes-Lang and didn't replace him adequately. Mendes-Lang wouldn't get in the squad. With all due respect, Mendes-Lang would not touch the squad this year. He's not good enough. He's actually struggling in League 2. Let's not forget we lost Owen Beck too. Exactly. Losing Owen Beck was an absolute killer because he was supposed to take over from Callum Elder at the start of the season, but obviously that went tits up. Went massively tits up. Eustace obviously doesn't like Selverson. Nah, Eustace thinks Selverson's a bit lazy. That's the vibe I'm getting anyway. I think Eustace thinks Selverson's lazy. But obviously I don't know. I don't really want to guess. Ward is starting to show his weaknesses in open play. Struggles unless he has time. Yeah, but to be fair, that's the same with a lot of our players. We're quite a poor team, to be fair. We need a lot of work. Adjiman was your best player. Brewster was good when he came on. Both teams. I don't think Adjiman was our best player. I'm not going to lie. I thought Adjiman was quite poor today. I think he had moments where he was good. Thoughts on dropping Sanderson for Bart? If Bart can last 90 minutes consistently, I'd have no issue with Bart playing, to be honest. I wouldn't. Does your away end have a Greggs? No, the home end. But you can't. It's not open on match days. Millwall's injury list is a joke, though. Yeah, so's Derby's. If Ward hadn't scored at WBA, he probably would have been out. I'm pretty sure they tried to move him on in the summer. Hang on a second. I'm just telling someone that Ebu couldn't lace Lewis Travis's boots. Clark had one of the best games today. Yeah, I agree. Selverson is good enough to start while Morris is injured, needs more minutes. Yeah, I like Selverson. I think it's... I think Thingy just thinks he's a bit lazy. Did you go? Yeah, I was there. Good luck with your season. Always enjoy Derby away, apart from your lack of pubs. Yeah, I'll see you later. And I'm glad you enjoyed the game, bro. Adjumang needs to be getting in the box more. I think Adjumang doesn't know what to do, if I'm honest. What was the attendance? I think it was 26. I could be wrong. It might have been 25. I think it was about 25. Diaz is useless. Learn some more songs other than No One Likes You. I couldn't give a fuck, to be fair. Was you in North Stand? I couldn't tell if it was you or not leaving. Yeah, I was, bro. With our current form, is take the result, but needs to get better. Yeah, it does. Travelled all the way from London for that shit. Yeah, it was awful. It wasn't worth an away trip, let's put it that way. It was not worth an away trip. I could think of many better things to do. I've annoyed a few people tonight. Yeah, I think Diaz is interested. I just think it's a bit of an issue. I just think he's... I don't know. I think he's a massive confidence player and he doesn't have confidence right now. Which obviously kills the whole vibe, really, doesn't it? When you think about it. But that is football. That is football. Need a good January. If we have a good January, playoffs is on the cards. I'm not going to beat around the bush. If we have a good January, playoffs is on the cards. 100%. Brewster's shot was class. Brewster is... I love Ryan Brewster. I think he's an unbelievable footballer. I genuinely think Ryan Brewster is an unbelievable footballer. He just needs more opportunity. He needs to stay fit. It could go against Derby, but not for us back when he was a bad player. Yeah. Do you think mid-table after that? I'd take mid-table this year. I think we'll finish 9th. I've said that for a while. How did you do this weekend? Not gonna lie, I think you beat us in the cup. We're pretty shit. If you don't beat us, there's a huge problem. Let's put it that way. If you don't beat us, there is an absolutely massive problem. Ref was shocking as per. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. This is exactly what we used to here at Derby County. Shit refs. We only get shit refs. We only get shit refs. Shit refs. We only get shit refs. We only get shit refs. Hang on a sec. I'm just trying to figure out the match day vlog. Here we go. Gutted man, Millwall should have won. I don't know if you should have won. I think a draw was well worth it for both teams, to be fair. Who was up front? Because it seemed to be down them. No one seemed. It was two. It was Diaz and Adjumang up front with Vyman in behind. Or at least that's what I thought it was anyway. We'll play one or two youngsters and you'll still beat us. I don't know. It depends what we play, to be fair. Eustace, the manager, to take. Eustace will steady the ship. I think Eustace will do a Nigel Clough job. He'll steady the ship. He'll start to bring in decent players, and then someone else will come in and make us fly in a few years, to be honest. But we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait and see. We're going to have to wait and see. Give me 2 secs, chat. Give me 2 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. No, I mean, because Millwall are just generally so much bigger. Yeah, Frank, calm down, bro. Second half, we were so much better. Yeah, not a bad performance. I'll take the points. Borough was knackered. Leicester poor first half. Millwall up there, not done that bad. To be honest, I think we should have more points out of it as well, which is the most annoying thing. That's the thing that's annoyed me. It is. That's going to be the goal 28. 28, 36, 11 and 10. Sorry guys, I'm just sorting out the match day vlog. If we would have kept Morris fit, it would be in the league by now. We would be second. If Morris was fit, we'd be second. Any from the 23s we'll see this season. I think in terms of... I think Owen Eames is a potential. Cruz Allen, Abadi Kizu. Other than that, I don't know. Everyone's saying the performance was terrible, didn't watch the match. I thought we played good. I don't think the performance was bad. I don't think it was great. It was a difficult game, really. Oh, I need to double up that clip. Hang on. Let me double up the clip. Let me double up the clip. There we go. Because you need to be able to see what happens. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I'm saying, bro? Since Alex Neil was fighting on the sideline last week, do you think your gaffer would be Yes. Do I think John Eustace could take Alex Neil in a scrap? Yes. Bangers and mash. There we go. Right. Let me just add. Oh, I'm so close to this vlog being done. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying, fam? I'm literally just sat here talking shit. Why not? Eh? Why not? Need to be winning the next two. Who's after Wednesday? Chef Wed. Who is after Chef Wed? Because I don't actually know. Who is after Chef Wed? Because I think Portsmouth. Oh, you know what? If we've got Pompey after Chef Wed, there is a chance we could win the next two. There is a chance we could win the next two. There is. I'm just sat. If anybody wants to join in my shit talking, feel free. Feel free to give me your thoughts. No chance. What, you don't think we can beat Pompey? I think we can beat Pompey. Brum on Boxing Day. That'll be a tough game. No chance Alex Neil is Scottish. Nah, Alex Neil ain't beating fucking John Eustace. Let's not talk shit. John Eustace would kill a man. I'm joking, he wouldn't really. Diaz needs to be benched. He will be. Once Brewster's fit, Diaz will be sat there on the sidelines on his own. Thoughts on Villa? Don't really have thoughts on Villa, to be fair. Derby back to winning ways. Hopefully. There we go. If that Brewster shot went in, yeah, I'd have lost my head. My head would have fully exploded. Give me a sec. Chart. Dubs in that shot. Dubs in that shot. Glad to see Aziz got rattled. He wasn't as good as I was anticipating him to be honest, tonight. I was actually quite disappointed with Aziz. I'm not going to lie. What a load of shit tonight. Do you know something? That is a good way to put it. It was not a great performance, was it, bro? It was not a great performance. It got the job done. That's what matters. It got the job done. It did. It got the job done. Let me just do that. Right then, guys. Right then. Once I've added this, I can let you all go. Here we go. Millwall vlog. Boom. There we go. Here we go. The team has died. It has. A slow, painful death, bro. A slow, painful death. It's exactly what you want to see, though, innit? Here we go. Right then, guys. My match day vlog is going to be out in T-3 minutes over on the Derby Digest YouTube channel. So, here we go. So, if you are in the YouTube chat, go and subscribe to the Derby Digest. Stop avoiding the question. Alex Neil would lever your gaffer. No, he wouldn't. You guys, go and head on over to the Derby Digest YouTube channel. Go and watch the matchday vlog. It's out in T-2 minutes and 6 seconds as of talking. And hopefully you all enjoy it. if you've got any pointers, feel free to let them go. We're just hopping off now, edits bro, but the match day vlog is going to be out at 11. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be on stream tomorrow, playing a bit of FM, doing shit like that. So just got back from work. How's the game on the radio in the truck? How do you play? It was a bit stinky, to be fair. Match day vlog though, out now on the Derby Digest YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I will catch you in the next one. I'll say goodbye to you on TikTok first. See you later. It was 1-1. It was 1-1. Right. See you later, everybody. Love you all. Bye bye. Bye bye, everyone. And I will say goodbye to you over on YouTube, the Derby Digest channel. Join there for the matchday vlog. It is coming out in literally 1 minute and 15 seconds. Thank you so much for being here. 3K subs, 12-hour live stream. So make sure you've hit that subscribe button on this channel. I really do appreciate it. But I'll catch you next time. Thank you so much for being with me. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.